I don't know, it's crazy. But yeah, live finally. I unlocked the power of the live stream. Of course, apparently because I don't have like I have fewer than 1,000 subscribers. It's a limited uh, stream, something like that. I don't know. Apparently, it's like I don't really get it. It's like 25 people plus the number of my subscribers, or is it my subscribers can only see it plus the 25 other people? I don't understand, but let's I don't know something like that. Um, okay, let me do something here quick. Okay, so yeah, I'll be reacting to stuff probably. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'll be reacting to anything, but yeah, I wanted to talk about several things. I wanted to ask the people in the audience, or well, just vegan pundit. Thank you for being here, of course. I appreciate the support, and yeah, uh, people in the live chat can ask anything. And I'm gonna ask a question, and it's gonna be about: am I being too harsh on like ex-vegans and the vegans who defend them, or something like that? Am I too harsh? Because let me do something quick here. Yeah. Because my position is, I guess I'm a hardline kind of vegan. I'm not some, you know, loosely based vegan. I guess I'm pretty straightforward that this is for the animals. So when someone forgets the animals, I get mad. Understandably so. I mean, to my opinion, I don't think uh, I'm being too harsh myself on this issue, because if you're telling me like it's different if some people, let's say like some Piers Morgan type or someone, uh, he's just a meat flake, so whatever he eats meat. Okay, yeah, I'm mad at him because he's a moron, but okay, that's just who he is. But if some high profile person, celebrity or influencer, goes vegan for like a year, and then they suddenly just stop with, and then they come up months afterwards with some wonky explanation and excuses about not being vegan anymore, and it's difficult for them, and the whole thing that they do. These ex-vegans, they all do the same thing. They all say the same. They'll say the same garbage. It's like they have a script already written for them, something like that. And you know, oh man. So it's like, man, if you're abandoning the animals, I'm abandoning you. That is just what it is. It's just what it is. Because if you're telling me, hey, I stopped paying for animals to get brutally murdered and exploited, and yeah, all these things, I stopped doing that, and then you're like months later, you're like, oh, I started paying for this horrible thing to happen again. I'm not going to congratulate you. I'm not going to defend you from anything. You're horrible, and you should know better, because if you went vegan at some point, it's because you knew what this whole thing was about. You knew the horrors of the animal agriculture industries and stuff. So how can you betray those animals who need you so much? And they need all of us here. So I don't know. So maybe I go too hard on ex-vegans, but the truth is I do it because it needs to be done. We need to draw a hard line here, because otherwise, why are we even doing this then? Like, I don't understand. Like, some vegans defending these ex-vegan idiots is like, man, why are you defending them? and their mental well-being or whatever. Are you forgetting someone? The animals, because that's why we're doing this. It's for them. So if we know the horrors the animals go through because of us, because of our activities as human beings, just being generally awful, if we know this and we're doing this for them, for the animals, then how can we expect anything less from anyone else? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know, it's just my thoughts. Because if basically that's what it is. Someone is telling me, hey, I started paying again for animals to get, tortured and abused and murdered. What do you want, a medal? Because you tried at some point? So, yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Okay. Right, yeah, that's right. Vegan pundit right there, yeah. So, I don't know. It's like, what do they want? A participation trophy or something? A pat on the back? That's not gonna happen. Like, you start paying for animals to get murdered. That's the thing I'm fighting against. So you're the one I'm fighting against now. So that's how I view it. So I don't know. At least that was that that part I wanted to talk about, because I know if people know my channel, I don't have many videos on it, but yeah, I think it's pretty clear from my videos that I tend to go on these rants or these unhinged thing like oh man, yeah, it provides content, but oh man, it's just because here's the thing that many probably don't know is that the reason I'm so mad at these ex-vegans or whatever and the people who defend them is because I'm mad at the person that I was before. Before I was vegan, I was this horrible meat flake. Thank you, Luke. Thank you. Yeah, my rants. Yeah. And here's the other thing, because of YouTube and social media, the way they work, I actually have to contain myself. So I hold back a lot. I actually hold back a lot. A lot of what I actually want to say, I have to self censor myself. Yeah, because otherwise I'm gonna get banned, or I'm gonna get blocked or something, or my channel is gonna get uh, deleted or something like that. Because if I said the actual words that I want to say, oh man, it would be I mean, it would be a spectacle, I guess. But it would be, I would have a very short-lived YouTube career. So no, I need to abide by the rules, I guess, and still convey my message. So it's kind of a balance there. Do I have an overarching idea for my channel? Yeah, I mean, well, I'm trying different stuff. Of course, I did the rap, you know. Oh man, that thing was extremely funny to make. By the way, that was, I just had a blast doing it. I mean, the part where I put the broccoli in in Alex's mouth, that part is just freaking hilarious to me. Yeah, I did one skit. It was about an ex-vegan. I did that video. Well, I'll probably try to promote that video again. It's an oldie, but a goodie. Where I was like this ex-vegan. I was like, yeah, namaste and stuff like that. Those type of Earth Mama meditation garbage. You know? Oh man, that was hilarious. And yeah, and all these ex-vegans, I mean, they do provide some comedy, there's a sad part and a tragedy to this, because as funny as it may be, these ex-vegans, it's also terrible that they are now promoting these horrible things to be done to animals. So there's an aspect like, yeah, you're trying to make fun of them, but at the same time, it's not funny that they're actually, resuming their abusive way towards animals. So it's like that part is not so funny. It's like, for example, I watch one of my favorite vegans on the YouTube is David Rams, of course, and he does this meat flakes of the week segment, which is really hilarious. I like it. I look forward uh, to seeing it. When he does the face the facts Fridays, and oh man, it's freaking hilarious. I love that show, so to speak. And the meat flakes of the week section is really fun, but at the same time, if you think about it, it's really sad that there are people who actually think that way, and some of them are trolls, obviously, or maybe whatever. Some of them maybe even vegans trying to show up in the section of meat flakes of the week, so, just writing some anti-vegan cliche or whatever to just be featured in the thing. I don't know, but yeah, I do love that meat flakes of the week thing, and the theme song and everything. Yeah, it's really cool, but it's sad that there's actual meat flakes out there saying these things and thinking the way they do. But yeah, my channel, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be more comedy based or something. I'm gonna do some serious videos, of course, a little bit of everything, I guess. Always keeping in mind that it's all about the animals, of course. Actually, I have planned several videos. Um, Humor can downplay the seriousness in people's minds. I mean, it could. I mean, using humor. I mean, it's always been humor is always been used as a protest thing, against oppression and all those sorts of stuff. And it's always been kind of like political and stuff like that. And humor has been used for that, yeah, for I guess since the dawn of humor, I guess. Since the first guy who told a joke, I'm guessing it's been used for protest. So it can be a tool, it can be a powerful thing to use if used correctly, of course. And mocking these people and stuff could be really, it could help make them look like even more of a fool than they already are. So, for example, that guy who went on Piers Morgan and he was like, "Oh yeah, the anti-vegan bingo," and he was like, every time Piers said something, one of his ridiculous nonsense cliches, the guy was like, "Oh yeah, I got that one," and stuff. That was really funny. Now some people say, "No, it was cringy or whatever." It wasn't. It was freaking hilarious, and actually helped make Piers look like the idiot that he is. So that was awesome. That was an awesome move. And so I think humor can be used effectively, of course. Um, and it needs to be. We do need humor because this thing, the more you think about it, it is horrible and it is disheartening, and sometimes it's like, man alive. Oh, so you mean the right? I guess you mean that if we mock non-vegans, that they're going to be deterred from going vegan because they're gonna think that, oh no, this look at how these vegans treat me. They treat me bad. That's kind of a weird thing, because I think I did a video about it. I think I did a video. It's called the worst. I think it's called something like the worst excuse, the worst anti-vegan excuse, something like that, or the dumbest. I think it's called the dumbest. excuse, something like that. And it talks about that. The part where the non-vegan goes, "Oh no, that vegan was mean to me, so now I'm not gonna go vegan." What's that about? Like, okay, people are going to not be, nice to you generally. So you're gonna betray the animals because someone said something mean to you? Doesn't make sense. I don't know. I don't know. Why take it out on the animals who are victims, innocent victims in all of this, and have no idea if any vegan treated you badly or not? So I don't know. It's kind of weird, a weird position to have. Like, oh no, they said something mean to me. They're threatening me or whatever. So now I'm not gonna go vegan. That's kind of dumb. I used to do that when I wasn't vegan. I used to do that, and I used to go that way. I was like, oh no, these vegan gains, for example, that was like one of the first vegan activists on social media that I knew about. And I thought this guy is like some unhinged lunatic or something, so I don't want to be that guy. So I don't want to be vegan. That's what I thought. Of course, now that I'm on this side of the fence and I see things differently, and I recently discovered like his actual content and stuff, so I was like, hey, this guy's really hilarious. So but there's, that's not a reason to not help the animals. Like, what does humans have to do with how you help the animals or not? Like, who cares? Like, I don't know. And actually, if we vegan activists, if we actually had the attitude, like if we were actually extreme, because here's the thing, what we do to animals is absolutely horrible and extreme. So if we acted to counteract that horrible thing, if we, I mean, I don't know how to put it into words. I guess I don't think we're that extreme really, because you have these outreach people just casually talking to people on the street. You have the cubes of truth, all those type of things, and those vegans are generally very nice to the public, and they have like these nice conversations going on. And but if they actually acted out, I mean, if we balance how horrible the animal agriculture industries treat the animals, we will have to go on an unhinged rant all the time because it's horrible. It's actually absolutely deplorable the things that we do to animals in the name of profit and I don't know, entertainment or whatever. So we should be enraged all the time, but we don't do that because we're trying to be level-headed and try to be comprehensive that right that most people are not aware of these things. And yeah, I get it, I get that part. And yeah, of course, if someone doesn't know, and someone is unaware of the actual horrors of these industries and stuff, okay, then don't be too harsh on them at first. But once they have the information, they've seen the footage, they know what's going on, and they still behave the way they do, I'm sorry. There's at that point there's no more Mr. Nice Vegan at that point, you know. So there's no excuse. Like we always say, there's no excuse for animal abuse. And I don't know. I think that's what I think at least. So that's basically on the my take on the whole thing being too harsh on ex-vegans and people who won't want to go vegan, and the vegans who defend them. You think leveraging people's emotions or logic process is generally more effective in outreach? Well, here's the thing. I haven't done outreach myself, so I couldn't really tell what works more effectively or not. So that would be something probably to ask someone who has done that type of thing, and see what works best. Um, I think Natalie Fulton did a live Q&A thing where she spoke about that, and someone asked her about the most effective way to go around the outreach thing. I mean, as a viewer, I don't know. I think, for example, Earthling Ed does a great job, because if you think, some people think, no, he's not too confrontational and stuff, but that's the genius of it. He presents himself as someone who's very open-minded, just very relaxed, very chill. He gets people to talk about the stuff, to be more open and not close themselves, and just leave the conversation and just storm off, I guess. So he gets them to sit down, have a talk, and the genius part of Ed's outreach and his debates and stuff is that he's not only talking to that person he's sitting with, he's talking to the audience, because he's recording these things. So he's talking to non-vegans who may watch the videos, and he's talking to vegans, and basically at the same time he's like giving us this knowledge of how to go about this thing, and he basically, if you notice, even though he doesn't do it explicitly, Ed just basically sweeps the floor with these uh, non-vegan people. I mean, he absolutely obliterates them, but in a way that they don't feel like they've been destroyed. They don't feel like, oh, non-vegan destroyed, or meat flake, owned or something. No, they don't feel that way. But he does that. He's being like too nice and too polite. But if you read into like, in between the lines, you can see how he's basically playing them and making, you know. I don't think he's trying to be uh, mean about it, but he's probably, even unbeknown to him, he's like absolutely, yeah, he's obliterating these people, yeah, and making them, sometimes he's making them think, and probably some of them, I hope they go home, think about it, and it's weird, because when I started watching his videos and I wasn't vegan, I was like, oh yeah, let's see what this vegan hippie skinny guy has to say, whatever, and I'm going to destroy him with my awesome meat eating logic. That's what I think. That's what I thought. And it's funny, because the more I watched his videos, the more he started making sense, and I was like, huh, maybe I cannot destroy this guy, because there's actually no good excuse to not be vegan. So at some point I was like, you got me, Ed. Yeah. I didn't even need to sit down with him and have a talk to actually, understand the thing. So I was like, you got me. I have no excuse. Debug your brain, Natalie, Carnation Debug. Alright, do I have a favorite? I do, and actually that's going to be one of my videos, probably one of my next videos. I don't know if it's going to be the next one. Probably it's gonna happen soon. I'm gonna make a video about that. Actually, I'm gonna make a video of my top favorite vegan activists, and of course then I'm gonna make one about my non-favorite. Oh man, that one's gonna be spicy, of course, but I'm gonna do one about my favorite vegan people on the internet, and these vegan activists. And yeah, I mean, Carnation Debunk, that guy's awesome, really. I like him. And I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna make that video. I'm gonna give the reasons why these people are my favorite, and But yeah, and then I'm gonna make the one about my not favorite, not favorite ones. Oh man, that one's gonna be funny. But yeah, I mean, what's up, bro? Plant crazed. Greetings from the Portuguese vegan Discord. Hey, my Portuguese people, they great. Thank you, thank you. Obrigado, muito obrigado. Uh, oh man, thanks really. Uh, so yeah, man, what can I say? So yeah, I mean that video is coming. That video is coming about the my favorite vegan activists. But yeah, Carnism debunked. He's one of my favorite really, and there's others of course. I mean David Rams, Joey Carstrong is another one of my favorite. Tash Peterson. The, basically, those are many of my favorites. I have others of course, and you know I have other favorite YouTubers, vegan YouTubers and stuff, and social media. Well, lifting vegan logic. That's another one that I like. Mike the vegan. Mike the vegan is actually very good. If you want to go about the nutritional and scientific aspect of veganism, I think Mike the vegan is a really good has a really good channel and has great information and has great debunking all these anti-vegan nutritional myths. And so yeah, he's actually very good. And yeah, debunk your brain, all those guys, they're really good. Natalie Fulton, debunk your brain, they're really good. And some of the non high profile, let's say they're not high profile just now, but they're really good actually. Vegan for Kindness, Cameron, that guy's awesome, really. I mean, I really do recommend to go to his channel. He's doing some amazing work, and the guy's really cool. And amazing channel. Christina Van Beek. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Christina Van Beek. She's freaking amazing too. I love her channel. Uh, there's other, low profile, you know, low key, vegan channels that are really good. Um, no Injustice Lasts Forever. That's a great channel also. Uh, Vegan Postmortem. I don't know. There's several. They're all doing amazing, amazing, really. So I don't know. Probably my video favorite is gonna be hard to make because man, there's so many great people doing some amazing work. Oh, Jamie Logan, by the way, another favorite of mine. From her platform is like Jamie's Corner. She's really awesome. Brings a fresh approach to this outreach thing, and she's hilarious. She's freaking awesome, and yeah, exactly. They did some musical videos as well. Everyone's going musical apparently. Oh man, everyone's going musical. I love that. I'm a musician as well, and in fact, I don't have a guitar right now. That's why I didn't make a guitar song, but I have one in mind. Your rap about Alex O'Connell but was fire. Oh, by the way, thank you, Plant Crazed. By the way, Plant Crazed was one of the names I was thinking for my channel back in the day. But no, I did not pick that one, of course. I chose Turning Veganese for several reasons. But yeah, Plant Craze, yeah, awesome. Yeah, my rap about Alex O'Cullen. Silvio. Oh, alright, Silvio, alright. Plant Craze, awesome. So yeah, oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I had that thing with the Cosmic Skeptic rap. The thing is, I had this. this thing in my mind, this rhyme about Michaela and Naila, like the guy was just simping, you know. Oh man. So I made this joke about him trying to get in her pants, I guess. So, so I had that in mind, and I went from there. I was like, no, I need to make this like a thing. So I started thinking about all the things that he did and the thing he said and stuff. So I, went the whole cosmic skeptic case, the case of the cosmic skeptic, and it was freaking hilarious. Uh, oh man, but yeah, that was freaking hilarious, and I had tons of fun making that video. Um, oh man, really, and it was difficult. It was difficult to to make because having to say all those phrases, that too fast. That was difficult. How is the vegan scene in your area? Are there any street activists? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't think people know this, but I live in Houston, Texas. So yeah, one of the least vegan-friendly places you can imagine. you know, Man alive. I mean, I'm an anti-gun, vegan atheist, and I live in Houston, Texas, of all places. The place where there's like churches, guns, and steaks everywhere, every corner. So yeah, that's where I live. So yeah, the vegan activism scene is not very good in Houston. They have something in Austin. I know. With the free, they have they have a group in Austin, Texas, but not in Houston at the moment. And I don't know. So I'm doing the YouTube thing and stuff because I mean I wish I could be more like Tash. That's why I said that part about be more like be like Tash and something on the rap because she's freaking awesome. I mean she goes to these places, these supermarkets and butcher shops and stuff, and she's like holding signs and screaming at people and stuff. And I wish I could do that here, but as you can imagine, in Houston, you even so much as look at someone the wrong way, yeah, you're gonna get it, man. You're really gonna get, uh, yeah. So I don't know. People here don't take too kindly to that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. You have to be very careful here because there's like 5 guns per person here. I don't know. So you have to be very careful. I don't know. Like I watched Ed Ed Winters actually went to Dallas, Texas, and he went to like a cowboy gathering thing. Man, alive, that was brave because mm, how did he come out alive of there? I have no idea. But he survived. He managed to survive. I don't know how, really. How did I end up in Houston? Oh, hello there. Animals are beautiful people. Yeah, uh, I ended up here because I had to leave my communist hellhole of a country. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, Vegan Pundit. I'm not going to answer that. I'm not gonna answer that in a video, in video form. But no, I don't know. All I can say is I have a very different approach to that than certain vegans out there. So I don't know. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, I ended up in Houston. I ended up in Houston because yeah, I had to leave my home country, and this is where I had family that could receive me here, and so yeah, I had to. So here's where I am right now. Um, but I don't know. I mean, Houston, even if the activism scene isn't too much, there's not much going. There's a lot of vegan friendly options here in terms of like restaurants and the supermarkets and stuff. So I can do grocery shopping just fine. There's a lot of vegan novelty products, and they're all available. And vegan, there's vegan restaurants or very there's plenty of vegan options at non-vegan restaurants even. Uh, there's a great restaurant here in Houston, so if anyone ever visits, there's a good Mexican restaurant called Vigos. Vigos is really freaking awesome. Like they have some jackfruit tacos and stuff. It's freaking awesome. Uh, there's other options there. There's this place I wanted to go called Voodoo Donuts. Voodoo Donuts. They have the vegan Voodoo Donuts, and they're really awesome. I mean, I think they are. They look great, but I haven't I haven't been there because the place is like far from where I am. So yeah, it's kind of a road trip to go there, but I wanna go there. Maybe I'll do a reaction to the vegan donuts. Yeah, it could be an idea. Could be an idea for another live stream. Unboxing of the vegan the voodoo donut. Trying it out and testing it to see how good it is. That could be an idea. Maybe I'll do that live stream at some point. Um, Voodoo Donuts, the company based in, I guess, I don't know if they're based in Portland. I don't know where they're from, but I guess they're from Portland because that's where the most vegan things are happening. I guess Portland is like the veganest city in the U.S. I guess. So we have Voodoo in Denver too. Oh, that's great! Look, that's great. Uh, I haven't tried it because the location is kind of far away, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, and also the vegan dozen is $32. So yeah, it puts a dent in your pocket, yeah. But I'm gonna try it, maybe for comedic purposes in a live stream, something like that. And you'll see why I'm one of those vegan for the animals, because of course I eat a lot of junk food. So yeah, I'm all for the animals, man. Would you eat lab meat? Labrador meat? Yeah, from Elwoods, of course. Nah, I know what you mean. You mean the lab grown meat and stuff. I'm not really a fan of that. I'm not really a fan of that. Uh, I don't know. Like, I'm okay with lentils becoming a burger, but I'm not okay with like some weird. I don't know, like the lab grown thing. I mean, if it comes from like a an animal cell or something, I'm not a fan of that. Because they've been saying that no, you just take a small sample, and then from that you can make millions of meat products and stuff. All right, but you're still taking the animal as a product. It's still a byproduct from the animals. And I'm like, my approach to veganism is the approach of leave them alone. Do not touch. So to me, but there's now like this cultivated thing where they make, I guess they're making like milk out of thin air or something, like out of air, and I don't know how it works. I don't know. It doesn't even involve a cow. So if it doesn't involve an animal in any way, then I would be for it. But if it does, then I don't like it, because you're still making the animal a product, and that's the thing I'm trying to go against, actually. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I would need, of course, more information and more. We will have to see how this plays out and what they actually do with it to see if it's good, if it's bad or not. Some vegans, of course, are saying they are all for it because it reduces the suffering. Because in theory, this lab grown meat would make the need, so to speak, the need for animal farms obsolete if it could be produced in a mass production way, so it would make the animal farms and the slaughterhouses obsolete, and that would be awesome. And that, of course, that would be awesome if it could. But then I'm thinking, okay, but if they still need to grab a sample from a cow or something, how are they going to make this thing actually obsolete? I don't know. I don't know. We would I would need more information. And the bivalves, I don't know. I mean, oh man, the bivalves. When I hear bivalves, I hear vegan gains. Of course, he's the bivalves eating pro eating bivalves guy. And here's the thing. To me, there was someone who said something like, if it's in the kingdom of Animalia, yeah, I think this guy called I'm Demon Wolf or I am Demon Wolf, something like that. He's like, he doesn't only go by sentience, but he goes like, hey, if the creature belongs in the kingdom of Animalia or Animalia or whatever it's pronounced, then it's an animal, therefore not do not touch. And I kind of go by that as well. To me, the Bible thing is just a cop out. And anyway, why would why would you want to eat some mollusk or some clam or something like? I don't know. Like it's weird. Like I'm not trying not trying to find loopholes on what animals to eat or what not. Like that's weird. I don't know. I would not try to. I would not go out of my way to like, oh no, this animal only has like nerve ganglia, so it doesn't have a brain. So I don't know. So I mean, Pierce Morgan doesn't have a brain. Can we eat him? I don't know. So so I don't know. So this Bibles thing, I don't know. Not really my thing. Uh, but it's crazy because even when I wasn't vegan, I really wasn't eating any marine animals. I wasn't really into that. Um, Marine animals are, I don't know. I always felt like it was the contrary to what most people do. Like they empathize, I guess, with the land animals first, and then they consider the marine animals. But to me, it was the other way around. I considered first the ocean and oceanic life, and then I had a consideration for the land animals. Well, it was weird. It was the other way around for me. It was like the first thing I stopped eating was the marine animals, and but I was still a hypocrite because I was still eating, the flesh of other animals and their secretions, whatever. So I was still not really a good person. I was just doing lamb-grown meat is not for vegans, but vegans should support it for carnies who just can't give up meat. Yeah, but that mindset gives way to for carnies to just go, I can't give this up, so give me, and even then they don't even want lab grown meat. So who's this product for? Because it's not really for carnies because they want the real thing. Because hey, is wood milk real? Of course not. Only real milk is real, right? So these are the type of people who you know I don't know. So this is what we're facing. This is what we're against. People who think, no, no, give me the real thing. I don't want that chemical, GMO, lab-grown thing, aberration. I want the real murder. So that's the thing. So we're fighting against that kind of mindset and that kind of people. So if they're not going to go vegan, eating rice and beans, they're not going to go vegan eating lab grown meat. That's not going to happen. That's not going to be the thing that changed their minds. I don't know, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. For real, unless it's actually cheaper to produce. Yeah, most people make their decisions based on their budget and not on their ethics or morals. That is actually true. Most of our decisions come from our pockets and our monetary limitations, and that's just what it is. Most people do that, and even we vegans do that sometimes. I mean, not that we, I mean, we buy whatever we can, the most economic thing, but that's the thing. Like rice and beans, really economic, really budget friendly. Pasta is budget friendly. Some breads can be budget friendly also, and other stuff. And these novelty products, they're not the most budget friendly, but consider all things considered, I'd rather pay a little bit more for a product that doesn't contain horrible cruelty and murder than pay less for, so for these horrible things to happen. So the lab grown meat, I don't know. We would need more. I would need more data to know what to think about that. I don't know. I'm really surprised by two developments in the vegan community. Oh, which two developments? What's happened with the vegan community? Because I mean, obviously, disagreements are going to happen because humans. That's how we are. We cannot agree, you know, on everything. So even if we're all vegans, we're always going to say, lab grown meat. Aren't lab grown meat. What? What does that mean? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, and so yeah, I don't know. The killing of predatory. Oh my god, any vegan would hold that position. Yeah, you know what? It was a shock for me too. In fact, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, I don't know. It's a thing. I don't know why it is, but it is. Yeah. Oh man, it is. That's why in my I did a video recently where what was it? The video, one of my videos, I said something. Oh yeah, the vegan definition, the vegan society's definition, right? You're going to tell lions when they eat, and they have to explain to them the innocence of humans, never lions. Exactly, exactly. That's the thing. That's the thing. If some non-vegan comes to you with the lions though argument, you cannot then tell them, oh, but it's not their fault, or like that's an appeal to nature or fallacy or whatever, because then if your position is let's kill these lions, uh, I don't know, that's weird. It's like you cannot, you're doing the same thing, you're doing the same lions though argument. So I don't know, it's weird, but I don't know. In any case, I don't really want to talk too much about it, but if you're gonna make me say it, then I'll fucking say it. Oh my god, I said fucking. I think this live stream is cursed now. Thank you, people in the audience. You made me curse. So I'll bloody say it. I'm totally against that idea. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I think vegans trying to say, hey, yeah, no, save the animals, but let's kill these ones that I don't like. That's horrible. First of all, that's human supremacy and speciesism right there. But I don't get it. Now, there's other ideas out there that, I don't know, they still seem weird and they still seem like outlandish. I don't know, I saw one video by uh, that vegan lawyer, Patricia Nonis. She made this video about making carnivorous animals herbivorous and stuff, and other stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, or feeding them like lab grown meat or something like that. I was like, all right, but then you would have to like enclose these animals. You have to give them like a space for them, like, so we would be caging them basically. I don't know. It's weird. Like all of these solutions to this problem, which is not really a problem, it's just what they do. Like I don't know. I don't see the problem. Like the problem for us, the reason I'm vegan and the reason I'm guessing vegans are vegan is because we understand that we as a species do not need to kill other species to survive. We don't need to eat them. We don't need to do the things that we do to them. But if you're going to go, oh no, but these other animals are attack this other group, okay, that's their thing. Let them deal with that. I don't have to mess with that. That's not my thing. It's to me this thing is human to animal and what we do to them, not about what animals do in their own free time, whatever. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. Oh heck, I talked about it. Now I'm gonna have to make a video explaining the whole thing and whatever. I didn't wanna do that. But you know what? You brought it up. You brought it up. So I like the AI control lab meat robots that act like prey solution. That's a thing. Imagine that, like Horizon Zero Dawn, basically is happening now. Like we're gonna have robot animals roaming the earth and grazing and doing that stuff, and then we're gonna have like a cheetah, like oh yeah, I'm gonna get that antelope. You know what's coming, and then they bite into the antelope, and it's a bunch of circuits and a motherboard. They're gonna be like, yeah, this is kind of chalky, They're like, yeah. I don't know, they're not making it like they used to, In my time, it used to be better. This thing was like tender. It's kind of, man. It's not very chewy. Oh man, hilarious, freaking hilarious. I love it. And then they're gonna leave like a review online, like the lion, like oh no man, I'm not liking, I'm not liking this lab grown stuff. Oh man, oh man, they're gonna leave a review about it. Like dude, they're gonna complain to Bill Gates and Elon Musk, I guess. Oh man, thank you for making me laugh. It's going to, I mean that's an idea, you know. Maybe we should have animatronic animals for hunters, Like, hey, go shoot a robot instead of an actual animal, That could be a thing, or it's like a Westworld kind of thing, but with animals. Oh, you wanna hunt animals? Have at it. Go and hunt this animatronic thing instead of the real one. So that could be a solution for us. Like you wanna be a hunter? Oh man, video games for people who want to kill without the violence. Yeah, exactly. It's weird. Yeah, that's another thing. Speciesism in video games is kind of weird. Like, if a vegan, I want to leave this question for the audience. If a vegan plays like, I don't know, Red Dead Redemption, what do you think? You think that's a vegan thing to do or not? Because it's like a western with horses and cows and the farm and stuff like that. And at some point you shoot like coyotes and stuff, and you kill all sorts of animals and take their fur and the skin and stuff like that. And I don't know, is that a vegan thing to do? Playing Red Dead Redemption? Oh man. Or like this, there's like deer hunting games, and fishing games and stuff like that. Right. So there aren't any animals being hurt, so it's like arguing about roadkill. I don't know. It's just a question, like I mean, it's a video game that is depicting these things being done. But when I go about it, is this way: a game like Red Dead Redemption, where it takes place in a time and it's in a time and place where these things, whether we want them or not, already happened. That's what that's what the society was doing at the time, and they didn't know any better. So looking at this, that's going to be another video of mine, probably the presentism, because if we look at it from the presentism perspective of saying no, but they should have known better and stuff like that, it's depicting a world that existed already and that cannot be changed. So I would not really, I don't know, whatever the character does in the game, that's what the character does, you know, it's not you doing it. In any case, I mean, yeah, you're controlling the guy, I guess, but it's what the custom of the time was. So, but now these weird fishing games and deer hunting games, like modern stuff, and you're putting yourself in the shoes of the fisherman or the fisher them, you know, if that's your thing, and then you're putting yourself in the shoes of the hunter. Like that's I'm completely against all that thing, and there's like horse racing games and stuff like that. So I don't know, that's weird. uh, but hey, here's another another weird question. I don't know, like, what about riding a mechanical bull? Is that a vegan thing to do or no, a non-vegan thing to do? Because it's just some piece of metal flailing about. It's not like an actual an actual animal, you know. But I mean, it is a depiction of the thing they do to an animal, of course, but it's not. It's just like a seed with that moves, and you're trying to not get thrown out of there. So I don't know. It's a mechanical bull, a non-vegan thing to do. Oh man, that would be interesting. And I don't know. There's the thing with this vegan thing, and is that some things are not really all that clear, and of course there are many gray areas and stuff. But just because these things exist doesn't mean that we're gonna take them as an excuse to not do anything anyway. So to me, the appeal to futility fallacy that many people fall to is is something that we need to do away with. That we need to to take that off, because I mean, obviously we live in a non-vegan world where horrible cruelty stuff is being promoted as normal, and it's like the carnism debunked George. He speaks about this in his dystopia uh, theory. You know, this thing about vegans living in this horrible dystopian society where for us is this horrible living nightmare. We see this horrible abuse everywhere and this horrible cruelty, and being being promoted as some just normal thing, like adverts and billboards with like McDonald's or steaks and ribs and turkeys and stuff like that. And it's like that thing is horrible. Excuse me. And it's terrible. And then if you go to a family gathering or something, they're gonna be eating like animals and stuff, and then they're gonna talk about it and maybe like, oh yeah, this thing is really good and stuff, and it's like, man, like really. I'm sorry. Ah, I'm parched. I need some water. So yeah, I don't know. So I'm thinking I'm gonna leave it up to here at the 1 hour mark. Um, Need to drink some water, and I also need to eat something. So I'm just gonna go with my have some Beyond beef tips. They're really good, actually. They're really good. So if you're in the States, the Beyond tips, they're really good. They're, I like them. Now you do have to cook them like thoroughly because they tend to be a bit chewy, and I'm not into the chewy texture too much. But yeah, but they're good. The flavor and stuff is really good. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at the 1 hour mark. I think we've had some great conversation. It was really funny at some points. I'm gonna man, that part about the AI controlled lab grown animals, that was freaking hilarious. I don't know. It's it could be who knows. But yeah, um, so yeah, that's it. Thank you everyone who came to the live stream. I appreciate the support, and I hope this has served as some sort of I don't know, entertainment. At least you took some entertainment value out of it. Thank you, Luke. You're awesome. And right, I don't know. I hope the live stream isn't cursed by the you know, by that thing. And yeah, the thing with the that topic, man. I didn't want to talk about that, man. Oh man. Okay, make me do it. I hope it doesn't come to bite me in the rear. Okay, you have a real knack for writing. You should write more rap songs. Yeah, I have one coming. I'm thinking about one about Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's gonna be my next target. Ah, man, if I had my guitar, I would have done more songs right now. Uh, I would have done more songs, and yeah, well, I'm gonna give it to Neil deGrasse. So yeah, that's gonna be probably my next rap song. I don't know if it's gonna come to too soon. Probably not too soon, but yeah, sometime. So in the near future. So yeah, that's gonna happen. So yeah, that's it for today. And as I always say, stop hurting animals, start turning Veganese. Till next time. See. Ah, bye bye.